3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. A season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago. Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. They run again with Walker. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they? They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return. Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31. Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in. There he goes left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game. Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. Here we go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hey, on the ball. Now Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Smith here, an audible at the line. Geno down to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Walker. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up. No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down to? And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Kenneth Walker. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Woodman, gold.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Detroit. Cockroach. Separate Patino.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Giants have 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Throwing now is Geno. Forced out to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there with a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Metcalf. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Metcalf for the 1st down. Still without a doubt one of the toughest assignments in the NFL with his size and speed. him and an absolute nightmare for any corner who matches up with him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams all tied after one. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Lockett the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Throw offside complete. That's Walker. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. And now Smith going to change the play. Now Geno. Flushed out right. A repeat of the last play, finding Walker. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Detroit.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
Great. Other side.
Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
After a couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former #2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants' offense.
Here's Jones throwing on first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Okay, here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Right, shift to Cruz. Cruz. Go, Cyclone. Troy Johnson.
Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
In motion right, that's Hamler. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
He will score. Touchdown, Giants. K.J. Hamler from 21 yards away. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but
yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
on 2nd and 10. Smith.
He completes this to Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Throwing is Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Myers' kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Up we go.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at
Both
REA
these teams
Sports
getting a
Halftime
chance to
Report.
dry out,
Coach.
maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the 2nd half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
North salad.
Jones looking to change the play.
Cockroach.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
In motion, Slayton.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
13X,
We
13X.
have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. It's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. 14 yards that time for number 14. Here's Walker. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now they'll audible to something else. Smith going to move him around. 2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Goal cutter. Hey, alert. Cockroach. Timberland.
Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Dom Capers.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And going right back to Walker. Shifts past him at the 45. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And Smith here, an audible at the line. Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Oh, no. Lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down to the 23.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Middle.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Straight ahead, Walker.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Try and run, Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
53. 13 there.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
36 yards on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
KJ Hamler returning it.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Gano now to add the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat.
He's got a man complete.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
69 yards.
And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Timberland.
Now Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, it's a clip.
Smith going to throw it.
And complete to Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Smith on 3rd down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker,
75 yards.
and the Seahawks use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 36 yards on the play. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
Okay, here we go.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Daniel Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage.
Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, no back these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the teller, it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate.